Hey guys, good morning. My name is Praise Douglas, and today I'm going to be doing a very quick video. The video is specifically for those who are looking at applying for the ongoing New Brunswick international recruitment. Okay, so you know how to navigate it and what it's actually all about. Okay, before I go more into showing you how to go about it, I just want you guys to know that basically, this New Brunswick recruitment event has been ongoing for a long time, for as long as I can remember. So basically, they do this, if not on a monthly basis, all right, but it's targeted to those who are PR ready, like those who are actually looking on migrating to Canada as a permanent resident. When I say PR ready, I mean that all your documents must be ready. So for you to apply for this particular event going on, it means that you must have your ECA, all right? After getting that ready, then you must get your ILTS. Now, there are different types of ILTS. For the Canada immigration pathway, it is the ILTS general you must get. So I just want to pop this out, so you have an idea first of all. So if you don't have it ready, you can still apply, but you can actually apply that you are actually in the process of getting it. I don't know if you get my point. So there's a place that you're going to click if you've gotten it or you've already registered or if you've gotten it there, just prove that you've gotten it. But I actually advise that you get it ready. If you don't have it ready, you can stop applying for this particular section and try to get those stuff ready, because this recruitment event is done on a regular basis in New Brunswick. Okay, so that's just it. So you must be PR ready for you to apply for this pathway. All right, so you must have your ECA done, you must have your ILTS. These are the two most important documents you need to have for you to apply for this. It doesn't mean that if you don't have it, you can't apply. Okay, you can apply, but it's always recommended that you have all these things ready, because those people who are actually selecting the people that they are going to invite, they'll obviously want to select those that all their documents are complete. So they don't actually, waste time waiting for you to get all those documents ready, because sometimes it takes time for all those documents to be ready. Hope that is clear. So without wasting much of your time, let me show you guys how you can actually go through the whole registration process and all of that. Okay. Hi guys, this is the link, or this is the site where you have to come to. The link is going to be put below the description of this video, or some of you already have the link. So when you come over to this place, okay, you'll see, always check on this site regularly, because they have different activities going on for different individuals in different region, all right? So but for now, for those of us who are not in Brazil or Morocco or Belgium, you can actually go and click on the New Brunswick virtual recruitment for various sectors. Okay, so now it's still online, and it's still active for you to sign up. So guys, we're going to click on sign up, and it's going to take us to this particular page, and it's telling you to put your personal details, your name, last name, email address, and all of that. So just for emphasis sake, I'm going to try to do this, okay? So first name, I'm going to put my name, all right? And then last name, you just put email address, and then they say you should confirm. You just go ahead, do the same thing. Okay. So after that, we're going to move to the next one. So here is when we talk about knock selection and job specific questions. So guys, there's a knock code attached to each job you want to apply for. So what you have to do is, there's another site where you can actually go to check your knock code and to check the job descriptions. So you have to now check the job description. If that job description they're actually stating matches what you do, if it matches what you do, then you see that automatically that knock code is your job knock code. I don't know if this makes sense. Okay, so that's it. Maybe I can make a separate video to explain knock code and how to choose your knock code. But right now is how to do this registration. So this video is not too lengthy. Okay. So let's assume that I'm working as a care assistant. Let's assume I'm working as a nursing assistant. So I have to go and look for my NOC code under the health and care sector, right? So now you have to look for your NOC code. They've actually divided this into different sector, okay? So if you feel that what you do falls under the legislative and senior management occupation, you can click on this place, show content, to see the different job roles that are under this particular sector, okay? But let's assume I'm working in a health sector, so I have to go and look for the health sector. All right, now this is it, health occupation. Okay, so now let's assume I work under the health assistant or nursing assistant or caregiver or something like that. So we're gonna click here to see if something like that is there. So they have managers in healthcare, they have specialists in clinical laboratory, dentists, but I'm looking for like those into health assistant or stuff like that. Yeah, we have it. So we have here, we have nurse aid, we have orderliness and patient service uh associates. Okay. So I'm gonna click on this one because I feel it falls maybe under the nursing assistant, healthcare and care assistants and support workers and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna click on this as my NOC code. Okay. So guys, this is the site I'm talking about where you can actually check the NOC code if it matches the job description that you do. So under this NOC code, so there are different titles that they can bear. They can bear healthcare aid, hospital attendant, nurse aid, patient care aid, patient care attendant, resident care aid, different stuff. So here you can see nurse aid, orderlies, and patient service associates assist nurses, hospital staff, and physicians in the basic care of patients. They're employed in hospitals, nursing home, assistant care facilities for the elderly, and other healthcare establishments. So basically, those who work in the elderly home, who takes care of the elderly and all of that, at your NOC code actually fall under 33102. So now that we know our NOC code, let's go back to the application. All right, let's continue all this. So you have to look for where your occupation for, if it's under sales and service occupation, if it's under trade, transport, natural, whichever your occupation for, you can go through all of them and check which one is closely related to what you do. All right. So you come over to this place where you see select your occupation and you click here. So here I'm going to choose health occupation and it's going to bring me different NOC code. Mind you, we already know our NOC code, right? Street tree, something. So let's check. Let's go through. So you check, 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 check. So here it is, 33102, and then I click on it. They ask in what country did you do your training? So if you've taken your training in Dubai, if you took your training in Nigeria, if you took your training in the UK, whichever country you took your training, you just put it. So let's assume I took my training in the UK. I'm just going to put United Kingdom. Okay. So you have idea on how to go about it. How many years of recent experience do you have in a selected occupation? So it depends. If you have 1 year, if you have 3 years, if you have 4 years, and all of that. Let's assume I have 3 years. I'm just gonna click on 3 years. Okay. So they ask, do you have a valid driver's license? All right. So I'm just gonna click that. Yes, I have a license. Okay. And then they're asking me issuing country, where was it issued? Okay, so I could say my license was issued from the United Kingdom. Okay, it's not here. Let's see where they have. Okay, so they are either asking you if you have license from this particular countries. So since this is what they're asking for, I'm gonna come here and I'm click on no. Okay, Yeah. So they're asking, do you have a valid Canadian Federal Express entry profile number? So these are for those who are actually in the pool, okay? Like I told you, this new Brunswick recruitment stuff is basically for those who are PR ready, those who want to migrate as permanent resident to the UK. All right. So this is just an added opportunity for you to get a quick nomination rather than stocking in the pool. So I keep saying it. If you're interested in this whole Canada immigration and stuff like that, you can try getting your ECA done and getting your IELTS results and also applying to the express entry. That's if you're eligible, okay? And if you're not as well, you can apply to other provincial nomination, all right, that is being conducted in different provinces in Canada. So for us, let's assume I don't have an express entry profile. I'm going to put no. So they ask, do you have a valid um international New Brunswick profile number? I don't have as well, so I'm going to click no. All right, so you just click on this privacy, this, click on that, and all of that, and then it's going to take you to the this whole. You have to click on all of this, and then you click on next, save and next. Mind you, before you click save and next, be sure that whatever you clicked, you filled is correct because you cannot go back. All right, so this whole process is actually very lengthy, okay? And here it has to talk about your educational skill, your experience, and all of that. Okay, so here it say, do you have a high school diploma or certificate? Please note that the completion of high school equivalent studies is required for eligibility for this immigration stream. So obviously, I believe we should all have a high school, which is minimum. So I'm just going to click yes. So you say, what is your formal education field? So it depends on what your education field is. If it's a master's, bachelor's, or high school, or whatever it is. So I'm just going to click on BSc, which is bachelor's, okay? Bachelor's in computing or computer science, okay? So whichever yours is, you just put it. If it's just high school you have, you just put high school because high school is actually the minimum. If it's a bachelor's you have, you just put bachelor's. If you have master's, you put it. Okay. Do you have a valid educational credential assessment, which is the ECA? Now I told you your education can be assessed by different assessing body, either WES or what's it called, ICAS or access. Okay, so I think there was a time I did an educational assessment. I'm gonna go and check it if it's still valid. Okay, so WES is actually the fastest assessing body, so I always recommend you use WES. Okay, once your document is sent from your institution to WES, it takes less than 4 weeks for your documents to be assessed. All right, I once had my document assessed by WES, so let me check if it's still valid. Okay, so because I already had my details saved on my system, I think that's why I just brought this up. So I'm just going to click on log in. So it's going to bring us to this page. All right, that's because I already have an account, but if you don't have an account, you have to click on sign up. I just want to bring out my ECA. Okay, so I show you guys how this whole process is being done. Okay, so I already have a report here. Okay, so I'm gonna just download it. All right. So this was my report. Okay, so I had a bachelor's degree equivalency, right? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna download this. So go back here, okay, and then they say, do you have a valid educational credential assessment? I'm gonna click yes because I do. Okay. So if you don't have, all right, now there are different options. There's yes, there's no, there's awaiting results. Okay. So for the purpose of this video, okay, you could click awaiting results. That's if you actually have plans of get, obviously you must get it done because even if you're invited for this whole program, you must have your documents ready. All right. So you could click awaiting results and then go to West, all right, and then go to West and sign up, fill all your details, okay. there's so many videos online on how to go about creating an account in West. You can actually check on it, and then once you finish creating your account, it's not, if you don't have the money immediately to pay, you can pay with Western Union. Once you pay with Western Union, it's going to give you your West number. All right, it's going to give you this West number, all right, your ref number and all of that, which you can actually use to send in your documents to send in your document to West and all of that. So if you've been able to do that, you can then come over to this place and click that you are awaiting results. I don't know if I'm making sense. All right, rather than clicking that no, you don't have, you can go and create the account in West, all right, and then click on awaiting result. But since I have it, I'm just going to click on yes. All right. So they say, please upload your ECA report. Since I said I have it, they're not asking me to upload it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and then go to where I saved it. All right. And then I just upload it. Does this make sense? I hope it does. Okay, so that's just it. My results that is uploaded, and then the next one is going to talk about your work experience and all of that. So they're asking you to upload your CV. Okay, now the CV you're going to be uploading should not be a CV that has a picture or stuff like that. All right, it should be a standard CV without your picture and stuff like that. I think I have a CV. I'm just going to upload a random CV. Okay, so because it has to be uploaded for it to go through. All right, so I'm just gonna go here. Just go here. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on. So I'm gonna click on that, and it's uploaded. Okay, so I click on that, and that is also uploaded. I'm just gonna click on this and click on this. Then just for it to go through. Since I'm done with this particular stage, all right, your account, all of that, and I'm gonna click on save and next. I hope this is making sense to you, okay? It's a bit much, all right, but it's doable. So it's gonna take us to this place after I click next, okay? And here it's gonna ask you your country, your citizenship. Because I'm in Nigeria, I'm gonna put on Nigeria, okay? So it's a country of legal residence. Because I'm currently in the UK, I'm gonna put United Kingdom. So you put where you're currently residing, okay? All right. So that's gonna ask for your date of birth and all of that. So we're just gonna click on my date of birth. Okay. So the next is gonna be, what is your level of English competency? I'm okay. So I could put advanced. You could put intermediate. You could put basic. But I'm gonna put advanced. Obviously, I'm from an English speaking country, huh? All right. So they're asking, what is your level of French competency? Zero. So I'm not gonna put basic. So now they're asking, have you completed a language competency test? That is IELTS, TEF and the like of them. As for me, I don't have any competency test, or I haven't written any competency test. Okay. So, but like I said, it's always advisable to have, gone through this whole process of writing this thing, especially getting your ECA and getting your IELTS, because these things happens regularly. This is not just the only opportunity. They do this on a regular basis. Like, you can be checking their site every time. It's always there. Okay. So I don't have, all right. I'm just gonna put no, okay. But if you ask me, I'll advise that I don't know, but if you have it, you put yes, okay. Because if you put yes, they're going to tell you to provide the proof of it, okay. So I'm just gonna put no because I don't want to go through all those stress, right? So I'm just gonna put no that I don't have it. So proof of funds. So there's a particular amount of money that is required for you as an individual applying to come to Canada. All right. So there's a particular amount of money you need to have. So if you click on this place, it's going to show you how much each person is supposed to have. That if you're an individual or if you are coming if you're an individual or if you're coming with a family and all of that, how much you're supposed to have. So let's click on yes to see how much. Okay, so guys, you need to come here, all right, and you check how much you need for yourself and all of that. So if you're just yourself going, you need about 13,757 Canadian dollars. Okay, Canadian dollars, that's what you need. And now this money doesn't mean that how will I put it? It's money that's supposed to have been in your account for a minimum of 6 months. Okay. So this money has to have been in your account for a minimum of 6 months. That's if they actually invite you to start processing your documents. You have to have this money. So you check on how much you need as an individual going, or how much you need as a family of two or a family of three. So because I'm a family of three, I could see that probably I need about 21,055 Canadian dollars. So I'm going to come here and put 21,100 Canadian dollars, okay? Because they're asking me how many dependents, spouse, or children do you wish to include in your application? So if it is just you, you click 0. All right. But since I have two more dependents, which is my husband and daughter, I'm going to click on 2. And they say, do you have relations in New Brunswick, Canada? I don't have. So I'm going to click on no. Do you have a close relative, brother, sister, parents, children in another Canadian province? I really don't have anyone in Canada, so I'm going to click on no. And that's it for this particular section. I click on I understand, and then I click on next and save. So we are going to the last section of this whole stuff. Okay, no, it's not even the last. Okay, so now they're asking about information about your spouse or partner. That is if you have any, but if you don't have, I don't think this page is going to come out for you. Okay, so would you like to add information about a spouse or partner? So for myself, I'll just click on no because it's not really that important. Okay, because it's basically you, the main applicant, that your details are more important. So I'm just clicking no. I don't want to add any information about my spouse. All right, I just want it to be just myself, and if I get it, I can go with my family. So you then click on next and save, and you come to the last part. All right, so please note that if you are contacted by an NB employer, you may be asked to conduct your interview virtually. Thank you again for your interest in New Brunswick and for sharing your profile with us. Please click on the save and complete button to submit your application. So guys, I'm done, right? So I'm not going to click on save and complete. That is it. That is how it is. So this is how easy it is. The major thing is for you to have your ECHA ready and for you to have your IELTS. But if you don't have, you can still go ahead and submit. It depends on how good your CV is. Will determine if you're going to get contacted by an employer. Just make your CV very, 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 very rich, very, very attractive, so that these are virtual recruitment going on. So if you get contacted by an employer, and you conduct an interview and you were successful in the interview, they're going to give you an offer later. All right, and with that offer later, you can then apply for a job or a work permit in Canada. The good thing about this particular process is that you will be in Canada while your PR is being processed, because you obviously have to start working. All right. So this is just it. Once you submit this whole application, you keep your fingers crossed. You never can tell what could happen. I've seen so many of our clients who have actually relocated to Canada through this process. All right, this is a process that comes always, often, almost every month. You always see them having a virtual international recruitment. So if you don't have your documents ready now, you can start up the process of getting it ready, so that once next it comes around, you can actually submit. Okay, so for myself, because I have my ECHA done, but I don't have the IELTS, I just submitted like that. Okay, so if I'm actually employed or get an employer who is interested in my profile, and they call me for an interview and all of that, it wouldn't take me much time to get my IELTS done. But I would advise that for the ECA, start it immediately, because sometimes the ECA takes a longer time for it to be done. I hope this video actually helps a little for you to understand how to go about this whole registration. I hope it's not long enough as well. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you guys. If I see another opportunity, I'm obviously going to let you guys know. Okay, take care. Bye.